Hello, everyone. Meteorologist Ted Keller. Take another look at the weather here in a more extended form. If you have time, you should always check these out. It's kind of an informative, educational way of looking at what we've been dealing with. And what we've been dealing with, of course, is rain, and lots of it. And another round developed last night. Almost every night we've had a round of rain in the area somewhere. This started north of Springfield and east and has spread a little bit more to the east as time has ticked away here this morning. Zoom in on that, and you can see these are rains that are capable of producing 1 to 2 on average, but in those rain kind of red cluster areas, 3-4 inches of rain, not impossible as these storms now travel through the areas around Wright County and into Laclede County. This will be making it into Pulaski and, of course, Texas and Howell. It's also currently affecting portions of Dallas, make that Douglas County. Dallas County, of course, just had it leave the area. And that Marshfield report there of 4 inches, it's actually almost 5. And also, it's in addition to just about that amount, if not more, that was received just a few days ago. So there are parts of the Ozarks that have had 8 to 10 inch rain totals and over the last just few days. And also, you'll notice other rain showers in southwest Missouri, but they're lacking something, aren't they? I think that there's a trend developing here. Let me expand upon this a little bit and show you that there is clearing going out in western Missouri right now as the sun comes up on our visible satellite image. So we're seeing some breaks in the clouds out here, and while that will lead to some increased instability and more showers and storms, I do believe we have established, I think, a trend, at least a temporary one, to put new rain up in here later today and tonight. Maybe not so much centered over Springfield or extreme southwest Missouri. And also the clearing will help to boost our temperatures well into the 80s today. We're 74 in Springfield now as I plot the data over here, in a cooler, rain-cooled 66, Fort Leonard Wood, Rolla, and also over in West Plains. Let's go ahead and take a look at the upper level flow too. This is one of the reasons why I think we're taking a slight break, because while we do have a trough of low pressure aloft right there, there isn't one here right away, and then there's another one here. And that'll take a while to get here. So I think, again, during the daytime hours, we'll be able to get some clearing in here. And this next disturbance out here, I think will tend to focus the rain maybe slightly more to the north and east. But it's a tough thing to gamble on, because these thunderstorm clusters tend to have a mind of their own. Here's the overnight rainfall estimate. Radar does a fairly good job of at least getting the aerial coverage correctly. Doesn't always get the totals right. In fact, oftentimes it misses on very localized rains. But generally, when you see the red shading on here overnight, that's about a 3 to 4 inch area. And I kind of put my cursor over the software and saw a little bit more in some of the centers of those. And so that's what's explaining some of those rainfall reports, and of course the flash flood warnings that are in effect for those areas basically where the red is located. Precipitable water. This is basically just how much water is available in the atmosphere for these thunderstorms to work with. And it's a kind of a reflection of deep humidity and high humidity, meaning deep, meaning it's through a deep layer of the atmosphere. So when rain does develop, it has a better shot at being more efficient and being better at producing rain. There's an axis of higher moisture, as you can see right there from Kansas right into the heart of Arkansas, and the showers and thunderstorms have been forming on the edge of that, in the middle of that, and on the edge of the hot air that's trying to build to our southwest. Here's again kind of a shotgun model precipitation output for Springfield. It still puts us through Tuesday and Wednesday in a little bit more rain, although it really does kind of shut off after later tonight for a little bit and then comes back late on Wednesday again. Here's the 7-day projection of rainfall from the Weather Prediction Center. And that area of orange there is about 3 inches of rain, with their darker red right around to 2.5. So that's a generalized rainfall forecast over the next 7 days, but again, it underlines and underscores that we're going to stay wet. Here's the one model's rain accumulation. This is kind of a loop I just put together, and you can kind of watch. This is kind of neat to watch these, like little snail trails, only these aren't actual, they're forecast areas of rain. So you'll probably need to shift that axis up and down a little bit, because again, the exact tracks of those are not known, but it is kind of neat to watch one after another kind of add to the totals after a period of time. Getting some areas up to that white, which is 4 inches of rain, and the model is not going to get the localized stuff right at all. Since the 26th of July, we have had in Springfield 7.67. We've had 4 days above 1 inch and 2 days above 2 inches of rain. So quite a wet period here, and as you have already gleamed, it's not over. The rainfall departure over the last 30 days, very juicy, right over the Ozarks. Anything in green and blue is well above normal for the past 30 days. In this case, it runs July 5th through August 3rd. And Missouri Climate Center puts these charts together daily. So we've been blessed here with a lot of rain lately. Northern Missouri, not so much. And it's going to be cool, too. And the latest projection out of the Climate Prediction Center has the central U.S. below normal. Now, there will be ups and downs in this, but the general trend will be to keep us cool right into the middle of August. A combination of cool fronts and a cloudy, wet pattern will do that. So here it is, the below normal forecast. Normal high is about 90. We'll get close to that maybe tomorrow and Wednesday. Cool front will basically come in and stall Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms will be around, keeping us cool, and then a little warming trend, I think, toward the weekend. That's your full-blown sort of weather report for today. Should have another one tomorrow.